Chapter 1: The Spotlight's Cruel Shadow, Fame's Hidden Toll on the Human Soul. Imagine standing under a blazing sun that never sets, every flaw magnified 1,000 times by the world's unblinking eyes. Fame doesn't just elevate, it erodes. For Sonia and her co-star, the relentless glare of speculation turned their lives into a pressure cooker of whispered rumors and emotional projections. What seems like unbreakable poise is often a mask hiding quiet fractures. This point strikes at the heart of celebrity existence: visibility amplifies vulnerability. Beneath the glamour, even icons like this wrestle with the weight of public obsession. It reveals that ignoring the chaos doesn't make it vanish, it simmers inside, chipping away at sanity. In a world where every glance is dissected, humanity clings by a thread, reminding us that stars are flesh and blood, battered by storms we fans unwittingly brew. This isn't just drama, it's a raw expose of how fame devours the very essence it celebrates, leaving scars that no award can heal. Chapter 2: The Pivot of Desperation, when career shifts mask deeper turmoil. Picture this: a rising star, adored for light-hearted charm, suddenly plunges into the abyss of gritty, soul-searching roles. Sonia's bold leap into heavier territory screams ambition, but whisper the timeline, right after the fandom frenzy peaked. Is it pure evolution, or a frantic escape from the suffocating embrace of shipping wars? This shift unveils the underbelly of Hollywood reinvention. Growth often doubles as armor against pressure. What matters here is the revelation that professional pivots aren't always voluntary, they are survival tactics in disguise. Fans cheer the maturity, but beneath lurks the question: did the noise force her hand? It's a dramatic gamble, trading rom-com safety for Oscar-worthy risks, where failure could shatter a career. This exposes the industry's dark dance, ambition intertwined with avoidance. Proving that every new chapter might hide chapters of unspoken pain, keeping us hooked on the what-ifs of stardom's shadowy side. Chapter 3: Fandom's Invisible Chains, How Shipping Dictates Real Lives. Envision a tidal wave of fan passion crashing from screens into boardrooms, reshaping destinies with every tweet. Shipping culture, once harmless fun, morphs into a force that bends careers like reeds in a storm. For Sonia and her partner, what began as playful enthusiasm escalated into a vortex influencing role choices and public personas. This point pierces the veil: online fervor doesn't stay virtual, it seeps into reality, dictating scripts and separations. It reveals the power imbalance where collective dreams override individual autonomy, turning actors into pawns in a fan-fueled game. Why does it matter? Because it highlights the peril of unchecked obsession, where enthusiasm borders on control. Dramatic. Absolutely. Imagine your job altered by strangers' fantasies. This chapter uncovers the thrilling yet terrifying ripple effect, urging us to question: when does support become shackles, and how far will stars go to break free from the invisible chains we forge? Chapter 4: The Gamble of Reinvention, Betting It All on a Fresh Start. Step into the arena where reinvention is a high-stakes duel against audience expectations. Sonia's dive into epic, serious sagas demands fans erase the rom-com darling from memory and embrace a new warrior. But without the crutch of beloved chemistry, triumph hangs by a thread. Success is a brutal roll of the dice. This exposes the razor edge of career evolution: bold moves promise glory but court catastrophe. Beneath the surface, it reveals the vulnerability of shedding skin. Familiarity breeds loyalty, and its absence invites rejection. Why the drama? Because in Nollywood's Coliseum, one flop can exile you to obscurity. It's a heart-pounding narrative of risk versus reward, where actors wager their legacies on uncharted paths. This chapter thrills with the tension of what ifs. What if the reinvention crumbles? It keeps us riveted, pondering the cost of defying typecast in a world that craves the comfort of the known. Chapter 5: Defying the Golden Formula, the Rare Rebellion Against Surefire Success. In the glittering empire of entertainment, proven chemistry is liquid gold. Why shatter the vial? Sonia's choice to abandon a pairing that sparked box office fireworks defies logic, hinting at profound conviction or unbearable strain. Commercially, Clinging to what works is the safe bet, yet walking away screams rebellion. This point unmasks the rarity of such defiance. It's not just a career move, it's a seismic shift born from discomfort or external forces. Beneath lies the revelation that success can trap as much as liberate, forcing stars into roles that suffocate their spirits. Dramatic tension builds. Imagine forsaking fortune for freedom, risking it all on principle. It matters because it humanizes the hustle, showing that even in fame's fortress, personal peace trumps profit. This chapter pauses with intrigue, challenging us to wonder, what hidden battles propel such audacious leaps, and could they ignite a revolution in how we view stardom's unbreakable bonds? Chapter 6: Shadows of Doubt, when stories clash and trust evaporates. Like a thriller unfolding in slow motion, conflicting tales erode the foundation of belief. From wild rumors of discord to a polished, mutual decision narrative, the mismatch in timelines breeds suspicion. Audiences aren't fools, they sniff out the curated gloss over gritty truth. This point delves into the erosion of trust. When explanations don't sink, doubt festers like a hidden wound. It reveals the artistry of PR spin, where harmony is scripted to suit chaos, but cracks always show. Why the intensity? Because in this web of deception, every discrepancy heightens the mystery, turning fans into detectives. Dramatic revelations abound. What's omitted speaks louder than words. It matters for exposing how industries manipulate perceptions, leaving us questioning every official line. This chapter grips with suspense, pulling us deeper into the enigma. In a world of half-truths, can we ever grasp the full story, or are we forever chasing shadows? Chapter 7: The Weapon of Silence, Mastering the Art of Strategic Quiet. Silence isn't empty, it's a thunderous strategy in the symphony of scandal. By withholding early clarifications, Sonia and her co-star let speculation swell like a storm cloud, perhaps as calculated damage control or narrative sculpting. This absence fueled obsession, transforming quiet into a double-edged blade. Beneath the surface, it unveils silence as power, not accidental, but intentional, shaping stories from the sidelines. Why dramatic? Imagine the tension of unspoken words echoing louder than shouts, breeding confusion that captivates and consumes. It matters because it exposes entertainment's chess game, where pauses are moves that can backfire spectacularly. This chapter thrums with intrigue, revealing how restraint can amplify drama rather than quell it. It keeps us on edge, pondering the masterminds behind the hush. In the arena of fame, is silence golden armor or a ticking bomb waiting to explode into eternal fixation? Chapter 8: The Illusion of Pause, when breaks are just veiled separations. What if a break is merely a euphemism for exile? Both stars remained in the spotlight, churning out projects sans collaboration, rendering the hiatus more symbolic than sabbatical. This reframes the narrative, not rest, but a deliberate uncoupling from a toxic tandem. It reveals the facade of recovery. Burnout wasn't the villain, entanglement was. Dramatic flair ignites as we uncover the charade. Activity masks the true intent, turning separation into a cloak and dagger affair. Why does it grip us? Because it shatters illusions, exposing how poses in Hollywood are loaded with subtext, altering interpretations from sympathy to scrutiny. Beneath lies the cost of shared success, disentangling demand's disguise. This chapter pauses with revelation, urging us to dissect the deception. In the relentless grind of fame, is any break genuine, or merely a strategic retreat that heightens the allure of what was lost forever? Chapter 9: Nostalgia's Velvet Trap, when the past imprisons the future. Nostalgia whispers sweetly, but its grip is ironclad, ensnaring fans and artists in a time warp of recycled glory. Rehashing old content freezes stars like Sonia in amber, hindering their flight toward new horizons. This point unmasks the trap. Emotional bonds become barriers, making evolution a battle against collective memory. Beneath, it reveals the emotional toll. Refusal to evolve costs creators dearly, turning creativity into combat. Dramatic. Envision artists clawing free from yesterday's shadows, only to be yanked back by adoring chains. It matters for highlighting fandom's double bind: love preserves, but also petrifies. This chapter captivates with conflict, exploring the heartache of progress amid pull of the past. It keeps us enthralled, questioning, can stars shatter the mirror of memory without losing their audience, or does nostalgia's siren song doom them to eternal repetition in a cycle of bittersweet captivity? Chapter 10: The Paradox of Absence, How Distance Fuels Eternal Flames. In the theater of longing, absence isn't extinguishment, it's gasoline on embers. Efforts to douse shipping flames by stepping apart only stoked the fire, birthing mystery that morphed into mythic obsession. This final twist exposes the backfire: restraint reinforces fixation, turning cool-off into combustion. Beneath lies the revelation that distance amplifies desire, transforming separation into a tantalizing void. Dramatic intensity peaks: imagine restraint birthing rebellion, where every gap invites wild imaginings. It matters because it unmasks human nature's quirk: what we can't have, we crave more fiercely. This chapter climaxes with suspense, pondering the irony: did the cure become the curse, entrenching bonds deeper? It leaves us breathless, reflecting on obsession's alchemy, how pulling away can bind tighter, ensuring the saga endures in hearts unwilling to release the thrill of the unattainable. As we wrap this rollercoaster dive into the tangled web of fame, shipping, and reinvention, remember, it's all about the battle for control in a world where spotlights steal as much as they give. Sonia's story isn't just celebrity gossip, it's a mirror to our own obsessions and evolutions. What hit you hardest? Was it the strategic silences or the risky pivots? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, share your favorite chapter, predict what's next for these stars, or tell me about a similar fandom frenzy you've witnessed. Let's keep the conversation respectful and insightful. Who knows, your insights might spark the next big discussion. Hit that like button if this kept you glued, subscribe for more deep dives into pop culture mysteries, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, see you in the comments.